This video is called The Myth of Being Productive. I don't know what he's going to say, but we're going to see.
Productivity. We've all heard of it, right?
Yeah.
But what exactly does it mean to be productive? Well, you'll probably say something like using your time effectively, which in a nutshell it is, but then why is it so hard for you to do that? Why is it so hard for me to do that?
Okay,
See,
I'll
I
let
think
you
being
speak.
productive is deeper than just using your time to work, hustle, grind, wake up at 6 a.m. to work on your business, you know, all these things that you hear the gurus say. Because a lot of that is just superficial and just for show. I know people that wake up at 6 a.m. and, you know, they do their little routine and then they just go on their phone. How is that more productive than sleeping? I think
Bro, what routine requires you to get it done and you still be in the bed and you're scrolling? Never mind, bro. I'm going to let you speak.
part of this productivity cult is for the ego as well. Of course, people want to feel like they're going down this great path of productivity and wellness and successfulness that will make you a millionaire and rich and you'll get all the girls.
Okay.
But I don't know. There's just something not authentic about it. I know at least in my generation, we're becoming men. Even myself, I'm in my early 20s now, which makes us want to adopt more responsibility so we can feel more like a man. But it's not just men, it's everybody. I'm just speaking from my
It's mostly men, though.
And look, this is great. This is a good thing. But to explain my angle a little more, I want you to listen to this clip from Shia LaBeouf.
Like, when do you become a man? You become a man when you become responsible for other people. And part of that is taking accountability.
I think people forget that you are somebody that you are responsible for. So you need to look after yourself. And when we're brainwashed into this mindset that we need to hustle, hustle, hustle to become rich, the reality of it is that that's probably going to work for 1% of the people.
You can't really say that. This world is built on people that get up every day, crack of dawn, and work. You can't say that it's the 1% of people. There's millions of people working right now, working their backs off just to make a living for their families right now. Right now. From all sorts of ages, from 19 to dang they're 55. Millions, if not billions of people doing that right now. You can't say it's about that, bro. It's more than that.
Everybody else is just going to burn out because they don't actually enjoy it. So what I'm trying to say is that it's okay to reprogram your brain into believing that doing things that you actually enjoy doing, like spending time outdoors, spending time with friends, playing sports, can be productive. And yo, even spending some time to scroll on your phone can be productive if that's what you need.
Do we really need to be scrolling on TikTok for an hour? I don't know about that one now.
But there's a difference between being productive with anything you do and burning out. And that feeling that you get after you've seen your screen time at like 5-6 hours, spent 2 hours on Instagram, 1 hour on
crazy,
YouTube,
bro.
that guilty feeling that you get, that's almost a feeling of burnout because you've used so much of your time.
That's not what burnout is, bro. So for the people that don't actually try to do things with their lives, a burnout is basically when you've done something to the point of it being so repetitive and so consistent to the point where you're like, damn, I'm so sick of this. It's like when you eat the same food every single day, you get tired of eating that food. That's what burnout is. I understand what true burnout feels like because I do things constantly, consistently. I know what true burnout feels like. It's a few things that you have to do to get burnout, but a lot of those things are hard to tell because burnout comes from you working without realizing you're working, like doing something really consistently, like locking in on something, using a lot of your mental energy on that one thing. And when you use a lot of your mental energy on one thing over a long period of time, it does lead to burnout, which is why I had to like stop doing so much of one thing, which I still do, but I had to slow myself down and do other things on the side to kind of keep myself from burning out. I'm technically still staying within the realm of what I was doing originally, but I'm doing a lot more. I'm diversifying my diet so I don't get tired of doing the same thing. Because let's say I feel like doing something, I'll spend like multiple hours. I'll spend a whole freaking work day, multiple days in a row doing it. And I'll do it every single day for a few weeks, maybe even a few months. And then I'll be like, damn, I'm dead tired of doing this, bro. And I'll just stop because that's what burnout is. You feel so tired of doing the same thing over and over and over and over again that you don't feel like doing it anymore. For a grown adult to not understand what that feels like, I don't know, man.
Time wasting it that you feel like your time has just been depleted from you.
All right, that's not burnout. That's called guilt. You're feeling guilty because you wasted your time. You knew you could have done something better with your time, but you decided to waste it just consuming instead of producing. You have to produce more than you consume. Yes, I still scroll on TikTok sometimes. I still scroll on Instagram and YouTube. But see, I also produce. I produce a lot of things. For instance, y'all know I make videos. I stream. I produce more than I consume. I guarantee me streaming this morning, I streamed longer than I've been on TikTok for the entire week. Dead. It's just like that. You have to produce more than you're consuming, and you won't feel the feeling of guilt as much as you did before. Stop consuming so much and start producing something. It doesn't have to be posting videos or something like that. It can be something as simple as going outside for a walk, working out, working on a side, a little business you want to do, working on a hobby that you like. Fish. I have fish. Something like that. You have to do things with your day. You can't just consume, because once you consume too much, you're going to feel sick when you see that you've consumed more than you've produced, which is why when people see how much time they've wasted on social media just consuming stuff, consuming random things that they most likely won't even need, they think that their time was wasted, basically.
You were just
That's
on
the
there for
feeling.
too
That's
long.
not burnout.
But the same thing goes for working on a business, for making music, even myself making content. If I put too much of my time and my energy into one thing and I don't give myself a proper break and I don't go and experience other things throughout my day, I get burnt out and I get sick of it. If you do something too much, you're
that
not
makes
going to
sense.
like it and you're going to hate it. And that's not how you want to live your life, right? Because
Okay, now you're making
hyperfixating on
sense.
one thing for a goal that isn't even going to make you happy in the first place isn't going to make you happy.
And that's also another thing. People get burned out for different reasons. Some people get burned out doing things they don't love. Some people get burned out doing things they do love. Like for me, I get burnt out doing things I truly love. I wouldn't make certain videos if I didn't want to make them. But when you do something for so long and you don't take a break at all, and it's not even like it's a conscious thing. You actually want to continue working on this thing. But you have to realize in the long run, you have to give breaks to yourself. You have to stop doing things, which is why I've taken so many breaks on the gaming channel. Like I went a few months without posting it. Actually, yeah, I went like almost a whole year without posting any videos. But then as soon as I started, I gained like majority of my subscribers that I have now in a month because I just got back to it because I found the passion for it again. And then I started losing it again because I was getting burned out from doing it so much. I went a month straight, posted like 25, 50 pieces of content. And eventually I started slowing down and got burnt out with that type of content. And I said, I got to move on, which is why I started streaming more. I got to move on, you know? And streaming is a little bit harder to get burnt out, but if I streamed like every day, multiple hours, like a long time every day, I'd get burnt out if I was doing the same thing every single day. But I don't get burnt out yet. I'm not burnt out yet. But I'm going to continue doing what I love until I get tired of it, I guess. But I'm going to keep trying to find the way I can get around it. I'm slowly finding my way of getting out of burnout, but burnout dead does like really get you. Even with my birds, bro. They be getting me too. I ain't gonna lie.
So literally all I'm trying to say is you need to find the right balance. Whatever your thing is in this life, you listening, whatever your thing is in this life, I know it's hard to focus on it. I know it's hard to take your interest and actually go all in on that. But you need to find the right balance between your work, between your leisure time where you just want to chill, and your passions. You need to set time aside for your passion so you can work on it every day, because that's actually how you're going to be successful.
That's true, but you can also get burnt out like that too. You got to think about it like that. A little bit of time, it might take a lot longer to get burnt out, but if you do something this every single day, it will burn you out. Trust me, I know.
One life. We are so brainwashed into thinking that you got to go all in. You got to have this crazy routine. You know, you got to grind. You got to work 12-hour days to be successful. When in
I ain't even gonna lie, I dead do be working 12-hour days some days. I don't even be realizing I dead be doing that. But yeah, that is probably a reason why I get burned out so fast.
reality, that's just going to make you kind of sad. That's just going to make you depressed. And that's not the key
I'm
to
not
happiness in
depressed.
this life. The key to happiness in this life is doing what you love to do. And I think
Are we gonna get into this? Am I dead gonna have to yap for an hour because you said that? No.
a lot of these people nowadays, a lot of the people
Tell
that
me.
I know aren't doing what they love to do. So they become resentful and they try and watch all these gurus to like teach them how to get rich, teach them how to be happy.
All right,
Nobody
go to
can
Yap.
teach you how to be happy. That's going to come from you. And that's the only person it can come from. And
Okay.
you need to find whatever makes you happy and do that. There's no secret.
True.
There's no course that you need to buy. There's nothing that's going to teach you how to get rich. There's nothing going to teach you how to get happy. You need to just do what you love. And that's how you're going to live the best life. Trust me, even if you think you want to be rich, once you get rich, if that's not what you want, that's not going to make you happy. Whatever your thing is, if you like making music, videos, if you want to have a business, or if you want to just be able to afford a
I'll let him
home or
talk.
like live out of a van and like travel up the countryside, like find a way to do that. Prioritize your mind, prioritize your brain, like know what you're good at.
All right, I'm gonna stop you right there. A lot of people think that in order to be truly happy and fulfilled in life, which they go hand in hand, that they need to be feeling joy constantly, continuously. If they're not feeling like that, they feel like something's off, something's wrong. But in order to be happy and truly fulfilled, you can't feel joy every single moment of the day. Your emotions are going to be all over the place. You're going to feel happy one moment, you're going to feel upset, angry, dissatisfied, uncomfortable. You're going to feel a lot of different emotions. And that's so crazy for him to pause on. But anyways, you're going to feel all over the place. But if you can sit down, take a break, and think about what you've done and say, I actually am glad I did what I did. That's when you know you're on the right track. It's going to be hard because a lot of things, confuse us to what makes us happy in the long run. A lot of things blind us from what we truly want in life, whether that's people, whether that's relationships, whether that's financial burdens. But if you think about it and sit down with your thoughts enough, eventually you'll come to a conclusion where you'll find something that makes you happy. Even if it's not making you happy right now, eventually you're going to be satisfied with what you've done and you're going to be truly happy at the end.
Know what you enjoy doing. Know what fuels your soul, your heart. If you make that your sole driving purpose to just actually make yourself happy and feed your soul, you're going to be successful because you are going to find a way to make that work. I promise you that. Yeah. Hey, I'm just on this journey with you. I'm trying to do the same thing. So if you like the video, drop a like, drop a
did a
sub.
good job, bro.
I love you all. Peace and love.